Whoa. Hey everyone. Oh, fuck, I'm a tardigrade. Yes. I don't remember these controls. Hey, hey Snakey. Snakey is gonna be a mod for this stream. He's going to, do his thing. Please stop asking about the next episode. It's coming. You asking about it isn't gonna make it any faster. I've already explained a million times. I don't really like having to explain so many times. With that being said, welcome to stream. Thank you, Costas Lambro. Right. What were the controls again? Sprint is left shift. View, confirm, cancel, pause, flock mode is Q. Transform is E. Okay. What was sing? Let's sing again. Join is V. Whoa. Hello, we're friends now. How do you dance? 8. Okay. Haha, yes. Hey Lish. Welcome to stream. We have another mod with us. I have a feeling Bun is going to be under a dev of animating. I don't think that's a very fair comparison to make. I think I've been very transparent about everything that I talk about. Whose photo is in the bottom right? That's my boyfriend. I like having a photo up. It makes me feel better. Especially with some of y'all impatient motherfuckers in chat. Really trying to test me. When's the next episode? It's okay, I understand. I understand the impatience because I want the next episode to come out too. But we're kind of all in this together. I'm still making it. You're just gonna have to be patient. You got the easier job. You just have to wait a bit. You have a whole other life you could be living right now. What's up, gamers? I found my headphones. Let's go. Hey. Good on you. Good on you. Thank you, official Diote the Vampire. For me, it is 8:26 p.m. Hey Luna, things have been alright. I've been kind of dealing with a headache all day, which is why I'm probably going to be smoking for the stream. So prepare for some silly shenanigans. Some silly friendly herb time. How to be lish. Google a word to check spelling before tweeting. Send tweet, get likes. Find out you still managed to spell a word wrong even after just Googling the word. I feel that. There's still a lot more caution than most people put into their tweets, so you're already ahead of the curve. 3 a.m. time zone gang. Come on, why would you do this to yourself? Yeah, but when are you gonna finish it, lol? I don't know. I already explained this a million times. You're just gonna have to be patient. I've never known when an episode was ever going to finish. I've just been working on it. I've been working on it harder than anything else I've worked on in my life. This is gotta happen. Otherwise, all my work's been for nothing. You can trust that it's just gonna happen. It just takes a while, you know? It takes some patience. If I didn't have the patience I did, then I would have quit confinement ages ago because I would have wanted it right now. I understand that a lot of you are just kids, so whatever. It's no biggie. It is just very discouraging to hear. It makes me want to not do it. Because it shows how much people don't actually understand what goes into this. That's very sweet of you to say, Ian Guest. Danny, I spelled excerpts as excerpts. Google to see the real spelling. Somehow tried experts instead. I hate it here. Oh no. The English language just fucking sucks. I was gonna say the human language. Ugh. Are you doing good, Bung? Yeah, I'm alright. My head just hurts and I ran out of my ibuprofen, so I'm going with the alternative medicine right now. Bung, what's your favorite animal? Orangutan, I think. Bung, your boyfriend is cute. Yes, he is. He's fucking adorable. I was just talking with him a few hours ago before he went to sleep. I'm just pouring my heart out. I fucking love that man so much. He literally makes my life so much better. And you could thank him for me being so excited and working on confinement. He's really helped with that. He's really helped me realize that, oh fuck, I still do love making this. I still want to keep making it, and I want to keep making it into 2 seasons. So you could thank him for that. Human language sucks too, to be fair, but English sucks, reverting to Swedish. For the people asking about the voice acting, just look at the episode descriptions. Yeah, or like just watch the credits, you know? What's your favorite song, Bung Man? Right now that Heatwave song, By the Neighborhood. I think By the Neighborhood. You know, the one that's just like... Sometimes all I think about is you. On nights in the middle of June. I think that's the song. It's stuck in my head all day. I checked the Oxford Dictionary and apparently confinement is a real word, huh? Shut up, Lispy. Man, animation is tough and I love all the work you produce, so sure, some of us are impatient, but managing a project like this is hard, so I just want to say I love you and your work. Thank you, Tristan the Dragon, I really appreciate it. Bung, what's the process of confinement? Do you start with a script? I actually start with a more raw, kind of visceral, creative expression phase. Usually I'm drawing and I'm sketching and I'm making all of these little cloud charts. It looks more like I'm sort of forming a conspiracy theory, you know? And then it eventually accumulates into a bunch of synopses, which then grows into a script, and then grows into a more detailed script. Thank you, Zachary Allen, I appreciate that. When will you play games? Sorry, I just need to do a quick little, I need to apply my little funny green medicine. Hey Bong, I just got done watching SCP Illustrated's video on these half-assed SCP animation accounts. What's your thoughts on these new accounts? I legitimately have no idea what these new accounts are. I didn't even know there was more than one animated channel for SCP videos outside of myself. So I've not been keeping up. I'm not really somebody who cares about the algorithm because the specific work that I do doesn't require me to upload at a certain time in order to gain maximum amount of whatever. My content is just so different that it's easier for me to just trust that people will watch my stuff anyway. You know, like I know this is going to take a really long time for this video to come out, but when it does, I'm not too worried because I know loads of people are going to see it anyway. And that takes a lot of stress off me. And I don't need stress to do this job because my experience with stress is it's not very great. It stops me from working. Stress doesn't actually help. So I try to work 3 to 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, and that so far has ideally been the best way for me to work. It's been quite smooth. It's been quite spread out. I get to choose when to work and when to take a break, and I always manage to get that amount done every day. It's harder for me to do more. I feel bad when I do less. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at right now. Weed. What jobs do you do to get paid? I get paid doing this job, doing confinement. I mean, I also get paid by streaming, like YouTube. My network would pay me for streaming, definitely. But my main source, my consistent source comes from Patreon. And the system I have set up there is that they're not paying me to do confinement. They're essentially paying me for the 3 different things that I've set up on the Patreon. So the first tier is like a $1 a month thank you, so that I'm able to pay for my bills and stuff. The second tier is $5 a month, and you get to have access to all of the PNGs that I create as I create them for confinement, like all of the files and stuff. You just get a big Google Drive, you get to see everything early, if you don't mind spoilers, that is. Like, obviously, you're gonna see spoilers in there. But if you just want something like that, you want to have everything in full high res, $5 a month, it's not bad. And then there's $10 a month if you want your name in the credits, because I've been told that's a thing that a lot of people like. I didn't believe it at first, but then, oh, okay, actually it turns out this is a thing. He's in Catboy Frozen Dimension. Yeah, I was thinking about putting a video there, but I don't know if he'd appreciate that. This is a video that I have of him on my desktop that when I'm sad, sometimes I just play it and I'm like, he makes me so happy. Privyet, comrades. Daniel, when you first started voice acting, did you ever cringe at yourself, and if so, how did you overcome that? Oh, I haven't. Just kind of get used to it. When I don't know, you get used to it. As long as you're not picking apart your voice every single time that you use it, then you'll leave enough space in your mind to process it and accept it. So try not to spend all of that time criticizing your voice, because you can't really have fun if you're criticizing yourself the entire time. Hey Bong, indica or sativa? I don't know. No, I don't have the privilege of knowing it where I live. Chat gonna make me cyberbully. Uh-oh. Has the name Bung got anything to do with bong? I didn't see any papers. Maybe. It's just a silly name. I thought it sounded silly and funny. Me whenever on Danny's stream, write that down, write that down. Hey Connor. Yeah, dude, it's going well so far. I have been ignoring these tardigrades. Let me go on a journey. How do I grow again? I know that's a thing I can do. RF? Okay. Oh. And remove. Play, dance, transform. Okay, I guess I haven't unlocked that yet. Let me ascend. I'm sprinting, by the way. This is what the sprint button does. Just makes you float a bit faster. I'll get somewhere. I'll get somewhere. Sometimes all I think about is you. All nights in the middle of June. Here waves come freaking me out. Let me click, please. Ugh, come on. Whoa, alright. Rocks, time to be rocks. Oh, wait a second. Enter. Hi Danny, I was wondering where you'd got to. By now you've been able to see a lot here, but not everything. When you first arrived here, there was a golden object in front of you. Do you remember it? It might feel distant now, but it's still there. This is a gate made by things who weren't able to see how you see. Many things entered it, but weren't able to come back out, so we kept it locked. I'm gonna open it for you, but it's up to you if you want to enter. Good luck, and take care. That's very sweet. We can now descend into the Golden Gate. That sounds freaky as fuck. 501 completed anime. I have no life. Please. Please help. Oh. Well, I'll just let the game run around for a bit while I read. It's part of the reason I put on this game. Oh, man, this laptop is really hot right now. Which community do you feel the most toxic? Well, if I truly did feel that way, I wouldn't be talking about it on a stream. I would be terrified. There are loads of stinky communities out there, but, you know, it's important to acknowledge when a community is stinky. Otherwise, you'll never leave it. This game looks way too complicated. No, it's pretty easy. You just be everything. It's a game where you get to choose to be everything. I, for one, think that's swag as heck. Oh, I'm on an alien planet. Babushka go burr. What? Do people ever stop asking about episode 8's release date? No, I don't think they will until episode 8's released. But that's okay. 'Cause you know what? Even though it really bums me out sometimes, and I'm not gonna pretend that it doesn't, it shows that people are still thinking about it, you know? It would probably be weirder if people were still into this show and weren't asking about it. At least that's the way I see it. That's the way that some people have described it to me. And I thought that, you know, even though it does bum me out, there is always a silver lining to everything. So, what is the silver lining here? It's that people are still into my show. People are still interested and they want to see what happens next. And I'm glad because I want people to see what happens next. I want people to be interested in that. Let's go to this planet. Alright. It's true, Maximilian Romarade. Maxline Romarade. What is the game called? It should say in the description. The game is called Everything. Came out in 2017. Whole concept is that you get to play virtually everything in the universe. Right now I am an iceberg. Let me make friends with this iceberg. Yeah. Let's dance. There should be a button for, like, procreate. Oh, maybe I don't have it yet. Hold on. Do you read any webcomics, Bung? Yeah, I read a lot. Not recently though, so like I'm gonna have to remember. There's a comic by Jesse Moynihan, who's one of the art directors of Adventure Time and the Midnight Gospel, called Forming. That one's really good. It's just sort of like fantasy, sci-fi, metaphysical, spiritual shitposting. Essentially, it kind of has a bit of the Adventure Time humor, but it's a lot more adult. There's also a sad one called Upgrade Soul. I recommend if you want to get existential about what makes you you. Can't remember any others right now, sorry. The game entering the followers and the game's name increase the listed effects. Oh, okay. I know what to do now. I know what to do. Oh, let me just... Save and exit. Okay. Just 1 second. Self-examination is required. Yeah, I agree. There we go. Did it. How long has this been going on? Where am I supposed to be going? See, this is the shit you think of on LSD, you know? because you aren't being polluted by your conditioning or your memories or questions that you've been taught to ask throughout your life. Just genuine questions. And that's why you kind of sound like an idiot on drugs. Or people would think you do, because you're not hearing questions that you're used to hearing. Am I controlling this? That's also another question. Am I actually the one controlling all this? Ooh. This is a bit loud, actually. Here we go. Bunnies. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to get the copyright strike. Can I be the bunnies? What the fuck? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. Join us. Wow. Kill 6 billion demons is cool. You introduced that one to me. Yeah, kill 6 billion demons. That one's very good. The art is very amazing. They've been an inspiration for me for a couple episodes of Confinement now. As long as you keep moving in any direction you choose. Oh shit. I wanted to finish that thought. The enter button being the one that's just like to choose is really annoying. No. Bear. It's bear time. Let me see. So I've got everything right. Yes! I can scale. Big bear, dun dun. Alright, what's the clone button? I know there's a clone button. Add remove, here we go. Here it is. The bears, the bears, the bears, the bears, the bears, the bears, the bears. There's the next installment of Bung and his bucket full of swag pals coming out, though. The real important question. I agree. Where the swag pals been at? They've been sleeping on the swag pal show. Imagine seeing rabbits like that, unironically. Not too long. Game audio. Wisdom will sneak right past us. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to have the Alan Watts lectures playing on my stream. I don't know if I'm allowed. I don't know if his lectures are copyright. But you know what? Fuck it. Let's. We might hear something. Alan Watts is so fucking cool. I think he is, at least. The things that he says in his lectures just really help me out sometimes, you know? Just remembering that this common sense isn't so common, and that there really is no difference between anything in the universe. This big fluid that's just unbelievably connected. Like, so inseparable. Everything is connected. To the point where identity doesn't even make sense. Doesn't really matter. You can use identity. I use identity all the time. And so do you. But we can put down that identity when we're done with it and just be. Just be with the universe, you know? Be with yourself, which is the universe. There's no difference. Alright, let's see. Oh shit. It's playing. Isaac Clock. It is going just fine. Thank you for asking. I don't think my laptop would handle this game. My laptop's just barely handling it right now. Strikes me as a philosophy of oblivion. Well, it's... You can view it that way if you want, but that only implies that your only purpose in life is for some kind of material gain. And I don't know if that's... I mean, that's what we've been fed our whole lives. Living in the West, living in capitalism, living in a society of hierarchy, and this idea that somehow you having more means that you are more, which is bullshit, in my opinion at least. I think being able to accept who you are is the best way to get better. Is to accept that you don't actually want to get better actually makes you better. It's a weird sort of catch-22, but if you really feel like you need other things to make you feel better, then go ahead and do it, but you don't have to be attached to it, is all I'm saying. Because why would you desperately need something if you already knew that that thing was a part of you? If you already believe that you're one with the universe, then you wouldn't feel so deeply and strongly that you need something to complete you, because it's already there, you know? It's like when you love somebody and you're just gonna have to trust them when they're not there, that they aren't that they aren't cheating on you every time they're not in the room, you know? You can't control them, you can't control that. You're just gonna have to accept them for who they are. If you truly love somebody, you'd let them go, you know? And by that I mean just let them go and live their life, not, you don't have to break up with them in this analogy. But you just have to trust the universe is doing what it's doing and just let it happen. And once you do that, you become the universe, because you're not fighting with it all the time. You're not fighting with the universe. You decide, okay, things are fine, I'm happy. Things are actually going great. That's when you're one with the universe, because you've accepted the flow of everything, the flow of time, the flow of causality, flow of narrative, your own internal flow. What's that? Currently sleeping in a naval battleship. Oh shit. You in the military? I'll get a battleship for you. Let me find something here. Yeah, let me browse. Oh, really? No naval battleship? Interesting. Alright. Alright. Got some little ships here. Make them bigger. Maybe not that many. There we go, this makes a little bit more sense marginally. Some things will help you on your journey. Just cancel it. Alright, see Uncle TJ Grease. I'll just let this game autoplay for a second. Who's the other person on the screen? That's my boyfriend. He's got little cat ears. They're attached to him. It's not a costume. That's just the way he is. Don't make fun of him. Boat stops for nothing. Look, he's just sniffing around this boat. Alright, how do I zoom in? I can. Oops. What the fuck am I? Oh god. Give me a random again. Some kind of space dust. Oh golly. Oh jeez. No, I'm a continent. Ah, jeez. At Lispy, I'm fueled by rage. Oh. Very sweet of you to say, Lispy. Sorry, weird face. I don't know when. That's the thing with this, you know? I'm not an organized person. I didn't do this because I wanted to be organized. I do this because I'm an artist and I'm not very good at organization. You're just gonna have to be patient. I know nobody likes to hear that. But you think I like to hear, when is episode 8? Well, like every single time I open a stream. A rainbow. Dolphin? Oh shit. I'm a goddamn dolphin. I'm a whole pod of dolphins. Fuck yeah. Let's get up there, let's get up there. Wow. Long hair gets better and better every stream. Thank you. I can agree, keeping a schedule is hard. You said it, man gamer. Welcome to the stream, by the way. It's rock time. Yeah. This party rocks. So, you have a lettuce on your head. I know. I'm growing it for a beautiful burger that I'm going to have one day. Supposed to have school now, but I would rather just vibe here. You do what you gotta do. Whatever you feel is right. Bung, if you had to be a character from a movie or book, who would it be? Man, that's a powerful question. I have no idea. So all of my favorite movies and books are of people going through very, very difficult problems, because I really like to see the character development and everything. And while I do like to witness my own character development, I feel like I'm only really built for my own problems, and not, for example, leading a revolution against a giant London on wheels, or actually, you know what? Probably I would like to be Shadow Moon from American Gods. I remember reading that novel, and I really enjoyed that universe. I feel like I can vibe with that shit. Actually, yeah. All right, that's my answer. I'm so glad I got the sassy mods. Dwayne Johnson simulator, bruh. Rock go burr. What does Connor like about Natalie? I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. Connor just likes anybody that's being nice to him right now. Like, Natalie is being very nice to him, and he's like, oh, this is it. This is my girlfriend now. I'm not saying that it's healthy. I'm saying that that's his character. That checks with his character. That checks with his character. Checks with her character. But you'll get to learn more about that in this episode. I'm very excited. Bung, are you a PewDiePie fan? I haven't really watched any of PewDiePie's videos, like willingly. Sorry. They really do move in herds. Bung, are you the real Bung? I am the Lord Bung, yes, Gumball Watterson. I love your SCP videos. Thank you. Can't believe Connor is problematic. I'm gonna make a call-out post on him just for being fictional. Father-in-law happened. Eman Gamer is now back. Hey! Thank you for the $2, Eman Gamer. Eman Gamer, welcome back to the land of the living. When will Buff McDonald return? That was a Bung Chronicles character. Oh my god. Classic Lord Bung. So problematic. How's everything going, funny SCP man? Everything is quite literally going right now. I think I'm some kind of cosmic rod floating around in the desert. Everything is fucking going, dude. Okay, know what I'm gonna do. Let me... Vehicle. Browse. Which one? Yeah, I'll do family car. Fuck it. Oh, too big! Too big! Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I think still too big. Let's have a convoy going. We'll never make it to the community center in time. We're watching the football game. I don't know what middle-class white people do. Oh, be careful, bro. These cars are still actually way too big. Is football still happening now that COVID's happening? Or do they actually have like a fake audience up? I can't remember. Oh, the Super Bowl just happened. Yeah, no, there is football. Look at this turtle. He's so big. What I mean, Bung, is there are now two of me. Oh, wait. Shit. No way, dude. Thank you for the $2 clone of Eman Gamer. Why are my anime waifus and husbandos real? Life is such freaking BS. God is gonna catch these hands. I fucking don't blame you. One of these days, the world is gonna snap because their waifus and husbandos simply are not real. And we know that the government has the technology to make them real, but then not allowing it. It's not considered a human right to have your waifu and or husbando made into a living organism. In fact, I believe in Somalia they've outright banned it. You are not allowed to turn your 2D waifu or husbando into a 3D flesh person. Imagine having a big car and complaining about it. How are there man-made objects when there are no people? Good question. answer is, I am literally God in this universe. Let me fix this. I want to go to Covered Wagon, see what that's all about. Oh shit! Oregon Trail. Let's do it. Wireless Oregon Trail. No horses. Dear chat, he hasn't stopped animating. Confinement is still being made. Please be patient for your free entertainment that is as time consuming as animation. Yeah. Thank you. Who does Connor kin? I must know. Quite a lot of. Definitely Hajime from Danganronpa 2. His kin list probably won't be too different from mine, except he probably doesn't kin himself. Oh, look at that sunrise. This is gorgeous. Hold on, I need to be something beautiful for the occasion. Yeah. I'll look for a city to run around in. That'll be fun. Oh, fuck. Actually, no, this fucking ice cream truck is noisy as hell. Stop that. There we go. Taco truck. Yeah. I love that implies Connor kins Gregory from Over the Garden Wall. Yeah, I think he does. Why SCP World isn't real? Sad mood. Yeah. Feel that. I like talking to a brick wall chat. Quite literally so many people who come in here like, I gotta make my comment and just fucking dip. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go take a shit and then wipe my hands instead of using toilet paper because I'm a beast pervert. And then I'm gonna go back to stream and I'm gonna ignore all the mods and I'm gonna type and get more of my human shit on my keyboard. When is episode 8, man? I've been waiting for so long. On a scale of 1 to 10, how many vibes are you on right now? I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning of the stream, you know, seeing a whole bunch of negative comments right from the get-go, I was like, but then I tried a little funny thing called getting absolutely blitzed and having good supportive mod friends and having all of these other tiny little methods in my head for improving my mental health. That's actually a lot of secrets, you know what? It didn't even matter to mentioning. Danish people are just paid German actors. I'm beginning to think that that's true. Bung, can I have taco from the taco truck? You know what? Let's do that. Let's see if we can have tacos. Get me a taco, please. I swear to God if there isn't a taco. Tomato? Oh my God. Alright. Alright. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Pizza. Can I fly? Oh, I can't even fly. Pizza chasing a camel. Pizza chasing a camel. Armadillo. Watch out for me. Little snake. There we go. That's how a snake moves. How's your week been, everybody? That's a good question, Rumble City. How has everybody's weeks been? My week's been pretty good. Can't get up there. That'd be cool. Can you stack trucks? No, the trucks would just keep moving. If I spawn a truck, if I spawn a bunch of trucks, they'll just end up running around. Now I got SpongeBob's house. Hey Bung, who is Connor in the universe? I don't know if that question was meant to sound as spiritual as it did. I don't know what you mean by that. Finland being fake was just a red herring to the fact that Denmark was the actual fake country. And not the herring pun. Get that fruit into the ocean, though. I had a very stereotypical emo week. Oh yeah. A lot of cigarettes, a lot of coffee. A lot of I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go look for an island with a city on it. That'll be excellent. Oh wait, I could just make an island with a city on it, duh. Oh god, I forgot. There we go. Let's descend. Haha. Yes! It's fucking traffic light time, guys. Hey! No, you cannot cross. Red light. Hey, bus. Stop. Oh, fuck. A lawless city. Whoa, dude. You nearly killed that driver. Alright. Time for a dumpy truck. Surströmming is very good, actually. I've heard terrible things about it. I'm sure it actually tastes very good to a certain group of people, and I hope I'm one of them. That crane, holy shit, dude. Just how close everyone's driving to each other. Pro tip from the back seat, I just carved in that there rock. You are not obliged to control. You are free to just let things go, flow, run, limp, waddle on. That's beautiful. Ugh. Yeah. Sometimes I forget that, and sometimes I'm able to think to myself that me controlling things is actually somehow better and more important for me. I do it every day to some degree, which I suppose is okay, you know, as long as I'm aware of it. But I notice I'm having a much happier time when I'm not controlling anything, you know? When I'm not trying to change the outcome of my happiness, I end up actually having a better time. Even if I'm not necessarily elating with happiness, I'm at least in a state of, like, peace, you know? There's no infighting going on in my head. kind of very wholesome. He's still got his boyfriend in the corner when he's just playing Yum game. Well, yeah. Look at him. Isn't he fucking cute? I really, really fucking struck gold with my boyfriend. I couldn't think of a better decision, you know, that I've made. Like, for my health, for my mental health, for my day-to-day, my general happiness, for my self-development. I hope the rain isn't too loud. Hopefully it's the kind of rain sound that will add to the ambience. But I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful for him. Yeah, we're doing reptiles. Look at him go! Godzilla vs. King Kong. We gotta have it. Let me be this so I can become monkey. Monkey. Gorilla, get gorilla, get gorilla. Yes, 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 yes. Here it is. Here it is. Are we friends yet? Can we dance? Can we dance? No, I guess we can't dance. Oh my god, we're so big that moving is like taking forever. Oh god. But here it is. And now I could just become something else and live in a city where these two are running around. Yeah. I'll be a hyena. Normal size hyena. Want for YouTube animators to work on the same time frame as animators in Japan where it's sweatshop level. Like, I'm tired, I'm not even the Mr. Green hair. It puts me in this really weird position where I'm being told that I'm lazy and yet I'm still working in a way where I still feel the general tiredness and irritation and boredom that comes with working in general. And, you know, when I'm at my worst, it makes me feel like I'm lazy and that everyone is right and that I'm actually somehow unable to do my job. But I'm still doing my job and I'm still getting it done. And so I might even end up getting a whole lot done in a day and still feel like I haven't done enough. And I know that feeling is going to exist independently of people telling me not so friendly things online, intentionally or unintentionally. But it's a weird position because it's not like when you work in a job with other people, like and in hospitality or in retail, where everybody is compared to a certain standard. For me, I have to make my own standard because only I know how long it takes to make my stuff. And I can't seem to decide what a good standard is, and so it kind of just goes all over the place. On how high quality is your weed? It's pretty good. Thank you for asking, Connor, with your Connor profile picture. I appreciate that. You are absolutely built different, Lish. You're crazy. That moving animation. It's pretty incredible. And this is a really big hyena now that I'm looking at it. But that's fine. We'll make it a gang of hyena. Oh shit. Hyena in the wall. Here we go. Not the poop. It's poop time. I wasn't able to find such standard even now. It's gotten to a point whenever I work, it's not enough, no matter how hard I work. Yeah, it's there's nothing objectively true about that feeling. It's just a habit. If you get into the habit of feeling like you're never enough, then you'll always feel that way no matter what you do. And it has nothing to do with how hard you actually work, although your thoughts will make you think that that's the case because you're stuck in the habit that really truly feels like you're never enough, and so your brain rationalizes that feeling even though it's not true. It's really tricky. So I try to not get into the habit of thinking that way, and I've been breaking that habit a lot more since I've been improving my mental health. It's tricky as fuck, but it's simply choosing not to think about it, knowing that I don't actually have to think about it. Acknowledging it when it comes up, like this feeling like, oh, I feel like I'm not working hard enough. I'll acknowledge that, and then maybe if I haven't done enough work today, then I'll go and do some more work, and I'll use this as an excuse, as a motivator. But when I know I've done the work, then I don't have to listen to that voice anymore. Oh, hell no, not the poop. Poopity scoop or something. I was expecting a lot more people to watch the stream, lol. Yeah, nah, it doesn't really go like that. I'm not that kind of YouTuber. People aren't here for me usually. I'm basically like, I feel like Connor is the one that gets all the attention, and I feel like his younger brother or his cousin or something, where I'm just like, hey guys, I'm just gonna be using this channel to stream because I know some people will be watching. And the 80 people or whoever are watching, they're just gonna have to deal with my gibberish, my absolutely drugged up gibberish. Funny thing is, I know it's not true, but the feeling is still there. Yeah, see, this is why I think it's important to learn to accept things even if they're uncomfortable. Because once you accept that something that you thought was a problem isn't gonna go away, then it doesn't become a problem anymore. The human ability to accept is actually insane. It's remarkable. But it requires you to exercise tolerance, which isn't easy if you come from a very intolerant upbringing. It doesn't have to be socially intolerant. It could be intolerant towards, you know, very particular things that you didn't think were ever a problem for anyone. Yeah, I really like this game because of it's essentially a perspective simulator. You get to zoom in on everything in the universe, and you get to live that perspective for a while. It kind of makes the normal world more interesting for me. Like sometimes I would just look at bugs on the pavement, and I'd think like, wow, do they even acknowledge me as a living being, or do they think I'm a mountain? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's something that I enjoy. I watch streams for Bung because he is amusing. Thank you. Ant time. Ugh, it's a lot of ants. I like your vibe streams a lot more than confinement. Really? That's really nice of you to say, because there's definitely more of these than there is confinement right now. Old Bung being a drug, that's me. Let's all hold Bung gentle like hamburger, he's enough. That's so sweet, what the fuck? I gotta go. This stream has been so soothing that I won't fall asleep. Thank you for the memes. Thank you for joining the Chosen Dragon one. All we want is gray-haired Danny. Fuck yeah, you know I'm getting that. I'll see if my Snapchat, my Snapcam, works on here. Hopefully it doesn't light my computer up. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I know what to do, but it's gonna take a second. Device is unable to blah blah blah. What the heck, man? Control-Alt-Delete. Task manager, please. Always have to do this. I always have to task manage snap camera. Alright. Yo! Just woke up. No idea what's going on. Probably won't keep watch right now, but I'm still half asleep. Thought I'd start the day off with a bang. Hey, thank you, Neon, for the $20. Very nice of you to say. Alright, let me get that gray hair on. Yeah, there it is. Well, I think there's another one. This'll do for now. Look at that. You can just digitally change your hair nowadays. That's crazy. This is truly Cyberpunk 2077. Pog Neon. Ants taste cleaner fluid, for real. I left my soda next to me for too long, and the next thing I know, as I went for a drink, I got ants all in my mouth. Oh, they taste like cleaner fluid. Interesting. That's disturbing. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that, Bony Zoni. There's probably punishment for your username. It's okay. I'm waiting for my punishment for my username. Came to this channel for confinement, but I've saved these streams. It's awesome to know that Bung is not only talented, but also one of the most insightful, supportive people on this site. Why would you say that? That's so sweet. What the fuck? Wow. It's really kind of you to say. Brush your teeth and spit out a bunch of those tiny red spiders. I know just what you're talking about. I had to go to the dentist the other day. And they found a whole nest in there. Did you know there's a weed SCP? I think there are a few. No way, Lord Bung is totally British. I'm not British. I'm Australian. But we all used to be Brits at some point, until we all got arrested for being too British, or rather not being British enough, depending on backstory. Fuck, not the tubas! We got the brass section rolling around on the pavement. This is crazy. I've woke up covered in ants before. That's a terrifying thought. Oh, hold on. Oh, wait a second. Alright. Good enough. Alright, let's just let it happen. What the fuck are you playing? This is a game called Everything. It was made in 2017, and it is a fun little perspective game where you get to play essentially everything in the not the poo on the pizza. Where you get to play as basically anything in the universe from an enormous scale. In fact, you can scale down to the quantum level. You can go right up to a cosmic, galactic level, and you just get to run around, interact with each other, sing, dance, and do what the universe has been doing since the beginning of time, you know? Which is everything. Everything is happening. Everything is a happening. Autobots, transform and roll out. Not the tubas, bro. People giving Bung really thoughtful comments about how much they appreciate his work, not just like, haha, tuba. That's also valid. I have come for wisdom. Well, I love this. The house, not the house. Bonk. I'll scroll out of this place. Just for a second. How do I get bigger again? Yeah, I'll do this. There we go. Alright, let's go. Spat in the bathroom sink was just covered in at least 30 other red spiders. It was a bit weird. All in the past now, though. Well, I'm glad that you managed to move past the spider incident. Mouth spider incident. Holy Christ. Describing everything as a detailed perspective game really makes me think about the changes the still life genre has had over time, from paintings to interactions. It's wild. It really do be that. The Alan Watts of the game. Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. Ugh. I'd love them to do some kind of sequel with some kind of gimmick. Or maybe at least some sort of expansion on this where you get to play even more things. And with even more Alan Watts lectures, because there are so many golden ones. GkTLEJaLXyo. I'm sorry, Boney Zoni. I'm sorry for roasting your name. I'm roasting my name too. I am too tired to comprehend. Hey, Taze. Welcome. We got some Autobots rolling out. Too tired to think, only swag for today. Everything too, even everything here. What do you think of a system of government where we give a goose a crossbow and the goose decides who lives and who dies? My god. You're gonna have to get out of here. That idea is too good. Everyone's gonna, now that I've read it out loud into the space, all of the people who watch me at the Pentagon are actually gonna be so fucking pissed. Yeah, Ben Mario, that's my boyfriend. My sweet boyfriend. I love him so much. He makes my heart happy. Oh my god. I'm such a fucking homosexual. Not the giant city grass. Oh my god. Everything but multiplayer. Oh god, could you fucking imagine? Everybody just turns into suns and engulfs everything. There needs to be great country songs about catboy love. They do. They do need to have that. I'll write them. It's good but flawed. For example, what if the goose is racist? Geese are inherently evil. Give it to a duck. I agree. Bung stands for beautiful, ultimate, non-binary gay. That's so kind of you. Hold on, I'm gonna close my window. The rain's very loud. Some Sometimes all I think about is you. Hot nights in the middle of June. Hello, how are you? Greetings from Germany. Hey, welcome. I'm doing sehr gut. If I were in the government, I would legalize waifus and husbandos. They would be handed about by the government upon request. That would be an awakening. That would be a goddamn awakening. So many people need that, you know? Like, Gandhi, like MLK, all of these global consciousnesses waking up and shifting the world into this incredibly powerful direction. Legalizing waifus and husbandos. Thanks for being gay as well for your boyfriend, Bung. It's very good. Thank you. I have evolved backwards and now find someone going, hell nah, yo, not the blank, and it's funny. My god. The big monkey and the lizard are in the ocean now. They basically fucking are. Look at them. Ugh. What other continent should I visit? I'll go to this rocky one. No. I'll stay in the city. I'm a city slicker. Oh shit, now I'm just a... Oh fuck. I'm a beam. Oh no, the beam's freaking out. Gotta fix this. There we go. This is kind of beautiful, actually. Holy shit. Wow. The koalas are in town. This chat is so good tonight, to be honest. Love y'all. Very sweet here. Is that Pepsi, my man? Huh? That's Pepsi. Hey, Bung, you're gay. That's pretty pog champing and 100% amazing. Thank you. Where will our consciousness be when the sun engulfs Earth in one last fiery embrace? Well, our consciousness would be with the universe, isn't it? I mean, you think about it, we've been looking for the human soul for so long because we don't have an explanation for what this is, what this experience is, what is funneling the experience through this flesh meat sack. Who is experiencing what the flesh meat sack is funneling? And the only answer left is the entirety of the universe. The space behind things. The difference between everything. The space between everything. What I'm saying is that we don't have a soul in the sense of a wispy spirit that's shaped like you, or like a small light of, or an orb light that, you know, sits in your chest or your brain or whatever. What I'm saying is that your soul is everything, and when you die, you return to everything. And I mean that in a very literal sense. I'm not being metaphorical here. I'm not trying to be poetic, although it is beautiful to me. And when you die, at least with my near-death experience, when I accepted it, it felt like I was just taking off a really tight shoe. And I felt like my full potential was there, and my full potential was everything in the universe. And everybody is like this. Everybody's going to get to experience this at some point in their life, even if it's at the end of their life. It's going to feel like, unless you're freaking out the whole time, which is why I'm trying to chill out so I could accept my death when it comes. If you accept it as it's happening, it'll feel like you're taking off a really tight shoe. The tight shoe is your body. and you don't have a soul like a magical wispy thing that floats around. The universe is puppeting you. It's puppeteering you. You know, here's everything, and then here's a little puppet. That's you. The universe is just having fun. It holds a body that forgets that it is one with the universe, and that's why we get caught up in the little dramas and our ego trips. And you know, my name is Danny. What's your name? How much money do you make? Are you a good or a bad person? We get lost in this little game that we play, called life, and it's just a social convention. So some people can get more power than others, and the people who have the power really want to keep it that way, and the people who don't have the power, to some degree, want the division so that they can fight the people who do have the power. And we get lost in these games, and they're all important games, and they're valid, and it's important to play them sincerely, but you don't need to take them seriously, because when you die, you realize that, oh, I was actually everybody that I was fighting my entire life. I was everybody that I was loving my entire life. I was everybody that I have neglected and ignored my entire life. I've always been everyone and everything in the universe. Hope that makes sense. World taken over by a non-binary cat cutie? That is a good question. And my answer is yes. I already have an online non-binary cat cutie loving me, as well as a bi-gender non-binary cat cutie, so that's going pog champing for me. That's really cool. I'm glad that you have nice people around you, especially ones who help break the mold. This stream is extremely chill. I love it. Thank you. I have myself loving me, and that's all I need. That's very good. I think it's a baseline important to have that before you can, you know, love and have responsibility over anything else. Is to some degree you must be able to trust yourself, even if you fuck up. Princess Bride, yay or nay? Haven't seen that one, sorry. Did you watch the GkTLEJaLXyo video? No. But are they the ones that do like the animation stuff? Like the science, philosophy animation? Themselves to the singularity. That's interesting, Ivan. What's this, what is this? City in Flight is an Oki space opera. Okay. That sounds interesting. Streams are really great. I've said it a bunch, but I really like these when I can see them since time difference. I'm glad that you're enjoying them. You know, it means a lot that, like, the fun that I have on stream and the interactions that I have with the confinement fan base are entertaining in their own sort of level. Can I count on your vote for my world presidency campaign? Absolutely. Voting President Lish. The only thing that tries to puppeteer us is society. I'm still 100% the worms aren't picky. My personal motto is, I do as I please. If it doesn't bring me to a point of being pleased, I don't do it. That's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, society will try to puppeteer you, but there are also loads of people who aren't trying to control you into something that you aren't. And I think it's probably a better use of your time to spend time with them, at least in my experience. It certainly makes things more bearable It helps you realize the world isn't that bad, and that maybe you needed to experience being surrounded by shitty people so you can realize who good people are. Because there are so many people who are in their little communities and they're having their own little dramas and not realizing that they don't belong there. They feel like they have to stay there because they don't know when to leave a bad community, because they're not able to understand what a bad community is because they're in one. So, in a way, I'm thankful for the fact that I've been in really bad communities, because going through the pain of realizing that I was a bad person and that I was a part of these communities, it hurt, but it was important for me to realize that so that I could realize what a good community was, realize what I want personally. And if you want to be in harmony with yourself, if you want to be happy and at peace, you would want to be authentic with yourself. You want to be able to listen to every part of your body that's complaining and realize that something's up here. I need to be careful. What's your favorite video game genre? This one. this whatever this genre is. Mod love. Bon, why aren't you in the ship? You're gonna die. Nah, I've evolved past the ship. What is your experience with gender, and how did you come to figure out who you are in that sense? Well, first I had to acknowledge feelings that I've been trying to ignore for a very long time. For a very long time, I've been putting off the question about my gender because I always felt like, for some reason, I wasn't good enough to even consider something like that, or that nobody would take me seriously, rather. Which was the opposite, because everybody has been incredibly supportive. Well, everybody who I was expecting to, at least. And I had nothing to worry about the whole time. Except the whole time I was. And I was wondering, why do I worry about this? Why is it so important to me that I feel that I shouldn't be thinking about my gender? And, sort of down the line, I came to realize that, there are feelings that I'm ashamed of. I'm ashamed of being myself and being open and expressing myself. I'm ashamed of what other people might think of me. And even though I've always been, I haven't really been conforming to any ideas of masculine, I still felt like I had to be a certain kind of guy. Like, no, I'm not non-binary or whatever, I'm just a soft boy or something. And I just keep sort of over the years moving closer and closer towards a non-specific, ambiguous gender. And taking the step and having other people who are also non-binary telling me just how much cis people don't ask themselves this many times about their gender. Cis people are usually quite confident in the fact that they're cis, and I certainly wasn't. And the fact that I was asking so many questions, and really when I kept bringing it up and talking about it, was a pretty big sign for me, pointed out by my boyfriend at least, that there's something going on here. And truly, if nothing matters, if nothing is any more sacred or less sacred, and that I'm not a terrible person that doesn't deserve to express themselves, then I should be able to explore this, Are these spoilers for the confinement? No, don't worry. If you go anywhere in the universe, where would you go? Well, I'd like to go see my boyfriend. Currently, quarantine laws are preventing me from seeing him, so that's the first thing. And then the second thing is just anywhere in the universe. I don't really care. After that, at least. Really miss traveling up north. Traveling would be swag. just read all of that, Ivan Quintero Munoz. That's really interesting. Yeah, that sounds like somebody who has managed to find acceptance in themselves. Bung don't need spaceship. He ran into a microscopic hive mind, and when they tried to assimilate him, he said no, and assimilated them with the good vibes, and now they're drifting around, making shiz better. That's beautiful. That's it. Fucks. Yeah! Fuck yeah. Labrador time. Yeah. Just want to save up and visit stinky gay pals? Absolutely. Gender is a social construct. Now come with me and let's commit goblin crimes. Absolutely. If you don't respect what people want to identify as, I'm gonna have to identify as a problem. Y'all got Pizza Hut in Australia? Yeah, we do. It's mostly Domino's, though. Today I will lose my grip on reality. You know what's a good way to reclaim your grip on reality is stop trying to create your own reality. And by that I mean try not to get lost in thought. And it's really hard. Trust me, I know it's really hard. So what I do is that whenever I'm out, I try and lock my eyes and my ears and my senses to what's happening to me while I'm out, the things that I can't avoid, you know, like the breeze or the sun or the sights or the sounds. I just let my eyes look at whatever they want to look at, and my ears hear whatever they want to hear, and I try and make it a meditation while I'm out. Just letting it happen to me, even if it's not really that interesting. It becomes interesting. Somehow it does. Because you've sort of lowered your threshold for how much stimuli you are looking for, how much drama you're looking for in your mind. And you end up in this space of like, wow, even this, looking at this insect is really interesting to me right now. It's a kind of like, when you're more accepting, it's easier to be entertained by reality, amused and generally delighted. Oh, not the ladybugs! Holy shit. Watch out. Oh, hell no, not the Labradors, bro. Just a reminder that a lot of people are proud of you and the work you've done. Also, don't forget to drink water. Thank you. And I'll drink some water now. I mean, is it still okay to enjoy being gendered? Of course. The point isn't being gendered or non-gendered. The point is being authentic with yourself, whatever that is, whoever you are. And if you are being more and more authentic, I truly believe that there would be less aggression in you and less of a reason to want to hurt people or yourself. Because why would you want to hurt somebody if you truly knew who you were? And who are you? Well. And you know, who are you? You are everything in the known universe, so why would you hurt yourself? That is to say, why would you hurt another human being? Why would you hurt another animal? Why would you hurt the environment if you knew truly that you are not locked and trapped inside this human skin? You are just a protrusion of the universe. You came out of the universe. If the universe is a giant octopus and you're one of the tentacles, and every single thing in this universe is so deeply locked with each other, and we're told from such a young age, not directly, but through a system of just culture and how we speak, that somehow we're separate from this universe, that we don't belong here, that we have to earn our way into this universe. You must earn your way into being a man. You must earn your way into being a member of society. You must contribute, you know. I'm your mother, and I will love you as long as you behave, as long as you act a certain way. You don't actually get taught true acceptance. You don't get taught true love as a kid, you know. You get taught conditioned love and like the system of reward and punishment. But as long as you behave a certain way, but you still get that feeling that you don't belong there, you know? This is so wholesome. Sending you all good vibes. Thank you, Squiggly Line. That's very sweet. I just joined. What game is this? This game is Everything. 2017 game. I love my life. That's good to hear, Resident Evil. I love my life too. Even though I'm currently in a bit of pain because of this headache, I still love my life. Oh fuck, I'm a planet. Alright, see ya, Davy Bones. I like these streams because they're calm, smooth, and the streamer can actually answer your questions. I try. You know what sucks is when I start a stream and I'm suddenly in a bad mood and I don't want to read anything. That sucks. Because it's no good for anyone. Last time I saw Bung, his hair was green. Oh no, I just have a filter on. It actually is green. This is just, I want to make a silver next. God not Siren. Ah, alright, see you, Siren. My heart be in pain from all the breakups, but I be living. You just keep on living, man. This is just how it be on this bitch of an earth. You gotta deal with heartbreak because you're a loving person. You have a lot of love to give. And of course it fucking sucks, but that just means you're experiencing the real deal. You know, love. Not a lot of people get to do that. Finally at inner peace with myself. Went through a few years of just hating everything, but I think I figured out who I am and who I want to be now. That's really good, Comico. Do you have any wisdom to impart on us? Recently got a kitten. She's pretty great. That's wonderful news. I got a kitten too. His name is Pepsi. I didn't name him, if you could believe that. It's like that Ursula K. Le Guin short story about a utopian city where everything is perfect as far as a mentally disabled kid trapped in a dark room suffers. As far as a mentally disabled kid trapped in a dark room suffers. Ah, right. That sounds interesting. I might read that. I think I joined late, but so far the commentary is amazing and generally really chill. Thank you, Squiggly Line. I wouldn't call the things that I'm talking about intelligent, just because I don't think that what I talk about on stream is strictly knowledge that other people don't have. I think this is something we all know. We just forget all the time. We forget and we get lost in our own stories in our heads. And we forget some very basic rules about the way that our minds work and the way that our minds breathe and the way reality breathes in a very similar fashion. But I think that if more people probably knew that they were inseparable and completely dependent with the rest of the universe, then we'd probably be a little less hateful, a little less ignorant and arrogant. Can you finish Dead Frog Story? I was very intrigued. Bro, that was like 3 years ago. Holy shit. Well, the stream hit 100 views. Is that right? Oh, not the sesame seeds. The person I would like to be when I'm older would be Bung. That's so sweet. What the fuck? Not me, though. You don't want to be an animator on YouTube. Fuck that noise. I am wisdomless, but oh boy, let me tell you, I'm dripping swag like a broken faucet. Not the swag. Not dripping swag. My soap tastes like Pepsi. I'm glad that you're brave enough to try your soap. I'm sorry that you actually did it. NB Squad, hell yeah. It is NB hours. It's cold outside. Time to scream. Oh no, Taze. Stay safe out there. Don't get a fever. I'm just gonna have another smoke. 1 second. Looks like there's lightning out there too. Oh wait, no, hold on. I think it stopped raining. 1 second. Come on, bro. One second. I'm just putting out a tiny little fire. Alright. No more rain. Whew. Oh, the buildings are dancing now. How wonderful. What a delightful game this is. This is the kind of game that I would make if I was ever into game design. Because I'm just not really a huge fan of following stories. I like to disappear into worlds, you know? I want to create an entirely different, stable perspective and just explore that for a while. Currently laughing at all hell no, not the sesame seed. Turns out I actually do hate my life because I'm cursed with this existence of laughing at this rubbish. I feel that. I laugh at poo-poo jokes. Do you have any tips of finding your own identity, like sexuality, gender identity, you know? Because I at least know I'm painting nails. Question everything, you know? Don't take anything for granted. That doesn't mean get obsessively conspiracy theory about everything. It just means, like, it's always worth wondering why you do this instead of that. It's always worth wondering why you prefer this instead of that. Why does this bother you emotionally? Why does this feel right to you? In your life in general, not just things that you think are associated with gender. Just try and pay attention to everything that happens to you throughout the day. It's not easy. It's never going to be easy. Although it gets easier. Listen to your feelings and thoughts. Listen to all of the things that you've been taught to ignore growing up. Why are all these buildings looking at him move? Not arson. One gets all flustered at compliments. Oh shush. Meanwhile, compliments me through DreamWorks character comparisons. Like, shut up, take all the compliments. Yeah, I'm trying to get better at that. I'm trying to take compliments. It just feels so yucky when I think that I'm bragging. Or when I do something that sounds vaguely like bragging, even if it's not bragging. And I could take a step back from it and realize, like, yeah, I know that was a compliment and I should take it and I should feel good about myself, you know? I tell myself I love myself every day, or I try to at least. But then when it happens, I'm just like, no! It's silly, but, you know, that's just a habit, and I'm becoming aware of it, you know? I'm choosing to talk about it right now, so I remember it easier. The moment the game reminds me about the insurance pirate building short at the beginning of a certain Monty Python film. I remember that one. That was fun. How does this work? You get to be whatever you want. Let me show you. Well, you don't get to be totally everything. There are some limitations. But, I've been making a mess all over town. Oh shit. Oh, look at that rainbow. That's sweet. Oh, let me go smaller. There we go. Anyway, what was I saying? The mods are very poggers indeed. I was gonna say, even when not on drugs, you can sound high, but not what I thought is all a lie. But now what I thought was all a lie. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I think a part of it is just because I do smoke fairly regularly. But another part of it actually is something that I consciously came to when I was much more sober, more often, is that in the past, you know, like over a year ago, I would care so much about sounding smart. And once I realized that that came from an insecurity of seeming dumb, I decided I kind of want to confront this insecurity and just speak with my intuition and my feeling rather than, you know, really heavily charging in with my intellect. And instead, the intellect becomes a servant rather than the master in this situation. So, when I started doing that, sure, there were people who made fun of it, and made fun of me, and thought that I was on drugs, and sometimes I was. But everything just got easier. Like, I was happier in conversations because I was being more authentic and honest about my feelings instead of just trying to sound smart. And I ended up having better conversations because people related on a much more emotional level than when I was trying to impress them all the time, you know. It was such a high school way for me to behave, you know, into my early 20s. But there are people who are older than me who still haven't gotten over that, so I should be grateful, and I am grateful. Dear chat, did you know that Bung is very sweet and is an amazing friend, talented, hardworking, has been there for me at my lowest for like 3 years now. Epitome of swag. You, oh my god. You're so fucking sweet, Lish. Can't believe you. My friend. My good friend Lish, everybody. Give them a fucking big warm hug on the house. Tips on gender neutrality. Wear a frog hat. 2. Wear spiky stuff so anyone touching you doesn't know if you're flat or not. Only how cool you are. 3. Hoodies. For me, because of my body and how hairy I am, and how I don't really want to deal with shaving that sheer amount of hair every single, you know, couple days. I'm doing this thing where I'm sort of confronting and contrasting my features. You know, there are some features about me that are quite feminine, like I like keeping my face smooth, and I like having this chaos haircut, and I like painting my nails. But then you look at my arm, it's probably harder to see on this camera, but I have hairy arms, and so I'm contrasting the, you know, the masculine and feminine aspects with each other. And I think it creates a nice contrast, at least. That's how I feel about it right now, because I don't feel terrible. I think I've learned some of my good vibes from you. Oh, I'm glad to help provide vibes. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful, this angle. I like this city angle. I'm gonna come something. Little lion man. Little lion man. Hey there, little lion cub. We're going to the 7-Eleven down the road. Can I go? Fuck yeah, dude. Get your pride on. Get a whole ass pride. My pronouns are he. I'm Michael Jackson. Fucking Christ. Hey yo, is this what the Discord is like? Cause I'll join if there are this many chill vibes there. Yeah, it's pretty much like that. If you're 18 plus, you'll be able to hang out in the old people chat. If you're cool and 18 plus. And yeah, sometimes you just watch movies and stuff. Fun fact, your future you is probably complaining about you. Definitely. Definitely. I can definitely believe that. as is life. So things like tone indicators and content warnings and trigger warnings there. I don't know about tone indicators. I don't even really know what that is, but we do try to be sensitive in there. We try to be considerate. And if you have any service suggestions, we have a service suggestion section where you can put in these ideas. Yeah, sorry, Bone Chronicles is retired. I got cafe con leche. Hell yeah. Get that goddamn milk coffee. The lions are growing. Oh shit. Oh, big ladybugs. Alright, what can we be now? Here we go. Yeah. Oh wait, sorry. I don't know how many of you are arachnophobic. I think I'll probably change. I am also arachnophobic, but I'm trying to confront it. Cloud. Oh, there are types of clouds? Oh shit, I don't know. Oh fuck, what are you? One second, chat. Where's planes? What the fuck? I totally thought there'd be planes here. Yeah, other please. Black hole? Fuck it. Oh fuck. I'll just make it one black hole. I won't be that fucked up. Let's just put a big black hole in the sky. I think that'll be a nice touch. Whew. What do I do if I'm too different? I try to be authentic to myself, but it leads me to being hard to talk to because I share very little in common with people. Should I water myself down for people? Well, if what you want is to be with people, that's also authentic. So don't think of it in terms of... I guess it's not helpful for me to even just try and even define authentic, or to imply that there is such a thing as being inauthentic. What I'm trying to say is that everything you do is actually authentic. You don't have to worry about it. You can be authentically anxious about how authentic you are, even though whatever you're doing right now is authentic. Or you could be authentically happy with the fact that everything you do, no matter how hard you try, is authentic. And there can be something said about the rationale of that. You can say that in accepting who you are and being authentic, you you actually end up becoming a much more chill and accepting person and therefore more likable. But going into acceptance with that in mind will kind of defeat the purpose of acceptance, because you have to accept these parts of yourself you don't like if you want to be in peace. You can't just accept it because you think it'll get you somewhere, because you think it'll get you more likable. Not the black hole and bunny. This is like rejected Godzilla villains. Don't water yourself down for people. If you're the authentic you'll find true friends who share interests. I assure you, you'll be okay. Yeah. I mean, if you truly accept yourself for who you are, then you would naturally end up talking about the things that you liked, right? The only reason you would be what you would call inauthentic, the only reason you would be that definition of inauthentic is because you were ashamed of certain parts of yourself. So you just begin by slowly beginning to accept little parts of yourself that you don't like, and then a lot more and more. You end up in this really neat place where you feel free and comfortable to stretch your arms, and you don't feel so rigid all the time. It's a lovely place. And it's called Nirvana. In Buddhism, heaven and hell are in the exact same place, which is right now, where you are right now. And you can choose to shift into hell. You could choose to shift into heaven. Sometimes it doesn't feel like a choice. But once you realize that everything you're looking for is literally just a step away from hell, then it becomes a game of the little things, finding pleasure in the little things in life, rather than some grand reward at the end of life, It's about finding the best in what's happening right now, making the best of, not the violins. Oh my god. This is some Junji Ito shit. This is some Silent Hill shit, actually. I keep going into the black hole, it makes everything so much worse. It all begins at acceptance, though, yeah. You don't have to do anything grand and like let everybody know that you're accepting whatever. It's not about that. Acceptance is something personal, So when you're finally able to look at that, look at the thing that bothers you, and being able to go, it's okay. That's just what's happening right now. These feelings I'm feeling, it's just what's happening right now. You must be thirsty from all that talking. Take this. Thank you. Thank you, Squiggly Line. Oh, it's a big cactus. Holy shit. What's up with that pic in the corner? That is my wonderful, handsome, and amazing supportive boyfriend who is super accepting of me. And I'm super accepting of him, and I get to experience a healthy relationship. Wow. And there's thunder outside. Everybody's having a party tonight. Hey Bung, how you been? I've been good. Aside from this headache, it's just been a chill day. And I guess the headache is part of the day. I shouldn't be separating them so much. Today has been a very interesting flavor of pleasant, fun, self-care, love, and tolerance. Tolerance of this pressure in my head. I like when people like you are at a certain sub-count or just recognized to a certain comfortable level. You're just really genuine and vibeable. Haven't said much in that, but TLDR, you're awesome. Thank you, Jonah Wickham. That's really sweet. I try to be. I'm glad that people are able to resonate with just how chill I'm trying to reach, essentially. Let's go to a snow island. A little snow place. Oh, no, that's a stone place. May I request advice? You may request whatever you like. Bung, have you played an instrument that you haven't played before and realized that you're good at that instrument even though you haven't played it before? Nope. It's always been realizing that I'm bad at it. But that's okay. Hell no, not the big cactus. Oh no. Fun, is your boyfriend into the furry fandom, or does he wear those cat ears for irony? The cat ears are for fun. Don't think he's a furry though. Assigning flavor to a day. Interesting, never heard of that. Well, yeah, I think we take our days too seriously when we're depressed and anxious and obsessed. Like we put so much weight on the day just so that when we do disappoint ourselves, it feels like it's worth that terrible feeling, if that makes sense. Like when you're in a bad place, you put more weight on your day so that you can justify how shitty you feel. Like every little thing becomes a big deal. And so what I try to do is talk about my day as if it was just, the section of this enormous, extremely long song called my life. It's like, this day was like this, that day was like that, and none of them are more important or less important than each other. All of my days are equally important and vibrant and beautiful and very unique. Even when I forget it, but it's important that I forget how beautiful my day is, because otherwise, how do I realize how beautiful it is? You get to really just relive your day. There's this I forgot what the name was, but there's a Jewish holiday that basically is today you're going to live it as if it's the first day of your life, and obviously, like, baby jokes aside, like I'm gonna be in a diaper and shit my pants, haha. Like, seriously being able to look at all the things that you've taken for granted as if this was the first time you've ever done it, and realizing why you like doing it in the first place is really beautiful, I think, at least. He has cat ears because he's swag. It's true. Hey, no worries, Leo. I hope you remain calm for the rest of the day. This is such a nice stream. There's so much good vibes, and I feel so valid and safe. Hey, that's really good. I'm glad. I really want to create that environment. One is my favorite philosopher, Nietzsche, Plato, and Socrates ain't got nothing. Oh. Alright, see ya, Nina. You go have fun at school. I'm gonna go have some lunch if the stream ends before I come back. Then bye, everybody. Have a good rest of your week. Love you, Bung, my guy. Should I? I don't know when I should end stream. Let me hold on. I might just go for another half hour. The fact that there are people disliking this is a mystery. Yeah, it just happens. Some people were expecting episode 8, and then it's all just my stream most of the time. But, if that's what they need to do to keep anchoring themselves onto my channel just so that they can finally get hyped and excited for when episode 8 comes out, then it's kind of worth it. It's just a dislike, it's just a number with a word on it. I mainly meant that from a language perspective, since I'm a Slav, not a native English speaker, but thanks for your philosophical input on it. Oh, yeah, right. yeah, fair enough. Yeah, well, language is directly linked to your philosophy. Um, because you get taught that a certain word means a certain thing, and so you use it for that purpose, and you don't realize just how many things you're subconsciously excluding by using a certain word. So let's take and there's an Alan Watts lecture in this game, um, where he talks about how certain things in our regular speech reflect the way we feel about the universe. Like, you came into this world, or face facts. The way that you speak that implies that you're separate from everything. That implies that you, as a person, don't belong here. You must earn your way into it. You must fight an upward battle every day. You need to keep. You're like a hero in some alien land, and you're battling it out with everything, and you must absolutely make sure that you do not die because there's only one of you, and and you must have everybody remember who you are, and you must be immortal in some way. This sort of like attitude that implies that you don't belong. That feeling is just a feeling, but it's a culturally imbued feeling, and so many people slip into depression in the developed world because we are raised to take that feeling too seriously. Because it benefits certain people if we think this way. If we think that you have to work to be valued, you know the people I'm talking about. Please advise. What do I do about my 57-year-old stepdad huffing, giving me the silent treatment? He waited until I took a dog for a walk to make coffee to avoid making me want to speak to me. Oh, jeez. I don't know what to do to make this bearable. Well, there's nothing you have to do. It sounds like you're already being the bigger person. But I think as long as you let him feel that you are ready to hear him talk when he needs to talk, then maybe, I don't know, I actually don't know what you're trying to achieve. But it sounds like maybe your dad isn't ready to talk about something. And I think, I don't know, this is just what I would do in this situation. Well, you're trying to do something to sort of pass the time on that. Drugs are really good. Fortunately, I think the best thing is to recognize that this is something he's choosing to do, and if he's choosing to create distance, then the best thing you can do is realize it isn't your fault. Yeah, that's also very important, actually. Thank you, Taser, for bringing that up. Thank you, Lucy Shaw. That's very sweet. You have a favorite piece of media that while most view it as bad, but you love it? Yeah, like the G1 Transformers movie from 1980, whatever. Sonic the Hedgehog, I actually really like that movie. As it turns out. I like Turbo, the DreamWorks film. There were a few. Pineapple Express, I'm kind of a fan of. I hate to admit it. Probably the weirdest one that would get the most people confused and upset would be The Holy Mountain. I had my ego death watching that movie. I'm not sure if it was at all related to the movie. I don't know if I watched a different movie, then I would have not had that experience, but it certainly made the movie more memorable for me. Hey, Tack, you're gonna have to be patient, buddy. Hey, listen, it's not like I'm not working on it. Do you think I'm not working on it and I'm just streaming? Cause why not? No. I'm streaming because I want to stream. It's fun and people show up, so I enjoy it. I get to talk to people. If you had the ability to be able to just turn on your camera and talk to a bunch of people, would you not do it? And if not, then why are you even in a stream? You know, this is just for fun. But I am working on it. Just chill the fuck out, dude. I'm sorry, Ramon Perez. I'm stretching out my stream just a little bit longer, but it's not really gonna go too much further. He's choosing to be difficult, and sometimes it's okay to move on and say this relationship isn't worth it. Yeah, or at least this version of the relationship isn't worth it. Creating new boundaries for yourself is not easy, and I'm sorry you have to deal with it, Lish. Practicing some drawing in kalimba chords while listening. The stream is so nice to listen to. I'm glad. What's a kalimba chord? I'm imagining some kind of alien instrument now. Alan Watts, you didn't come into this world, you came out of it. Exaggerating the quote can quickly rush to depression, but to think for yourself is the beautiful view, which is always a better stance. Yeah, I think what's important is that when you go into any form of spirituality or philosophy, to realize that everything is always going to be a balance. Everything is always going to be a balancing act anyway when you're dealing with the human mind and emotions and you can't just like live in the logical conclusion or the furthest end of the spectrum to anything. It's always a balancing act. You didn't come into this universe, you came out of it. You are part of this universe. You are so deeply dependent on everything around you, and there's nothing to be ashamed of, even though our popular culture tells us to be independent. But you depend on literally the entire universe every single day. Have you perhaps read the works of Gottlob Frege or Ludwig Wittgenstein? Tractatus Logicus Philosophicus was excruciating to dissect. Man, you just went full-on philosophy major on me. I have no idea who these people are. I'm so sorry. That sounds interesting, though. Every time he says my name, I get an insane amount of serotonin, like it's only been 3 times, but yo. Lucy Shaw. I'm glad I can give you free serotonin. Turkeys! Oh my god. Turkeys by the pyramids in the snow. Oh my god. You ever play Secret Laboratory? I think I have. Can't really remember. There they go. This is all over me being painfully rude to my mom, which she didn't take bad. She joked back, like he inserted himself and made it an argument. They can call me fat or dumb and go take a joke, but I'll wait until the rest of your sentences here. Seriously, thank you for the stream, Bun. I always love watching these. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I love your content. Thank you, Panda Edits and more. You can't tell if the bottom right is a home feed or if it's him holding a pose. Oh, it's a photo, but yeah, I could definitely see that now. That's really funny. He's so handsome, isn't he? I see the whole universe when I drink that magical juice under the sink. My god. Long-term petty silent treatment. That really fucking blows, dude. Well, your pain is valid. You're allowed to feel the way that you do. You're allowed to cope the way that you cope. And we will be here to be with you. And we'll keep it in mind that you're not having the best of times. But we will still be here. And we will all hang out. Yo, Bong, do you ever just not breathe too hard and then take a deep breath and then your brain either hurts for a second or feel it pulsate? Sort of. Yeah, I feel similar things. Like, definitely, like, the standing up too fast and the blood rushing to your head. That's definitely another thing that I feel. How do I stop caring about how others perceive me? The incredibly stoned person inside of me really wants to just say, just stop. But that is also unironically my answer. I just wouldn't word it that way because it's not helpful. But okay, why are you feeling the way that you feel? Why is it that you care about what other people perceive me? Well, obviously you're projecting onto them based on your own insecurities. Once you're able to identify that they are your insecurities and not actually what other people are thinking, then it becomes easier to accept that this is something that you don't have to take seriously. And so being able to hear the thoughts come up and not listen to them is the secret. That is acceptance. That is satori, as they say in Japan. It is living in the stream, in the Zen stream of life. Ooh, look at this fun continent we just made together. It is being able to flow down the river and decide that all of these things that used to be interruptions aren't interruptions anymore, and suddenly it's like ice melting, you know? Without hard times, good times would be normal times. Absolutely, David Eck. That is 100% true. She just lets him. I think she told him off once for being in a stripe with me. Man, Lish. So sorry you gotta deal with that. Pickle milk soup. You want to help with the confinement animation? If you have a demo reel, can you send it to me on Twitter? I might take a look-see. A demo reel of animations that you've done so I can see that maybe our animations link up. Where is Orion? He's asleep right now. I usually do these streams on Thursday by myself. I am going to get some more water because I just ran out of water. What a waste of a beautiful night. Poop in the chat? Don't do that. That's not allowed. Bung, which are your artistic reference? Which artist you go for when suffering a creative block? There's a really good one called Xulm, Xulm. He's a Polish designer artist who created um, who's the artistic director for the game Hot 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 Shots? No. Fuck it. Just look up XULM. He's a really good artist. He has a very nice loose style. It helped me loosen up my style because I was too rigid and too ashamed of the fact that I have these really, really wobbly, shaky hands. And when I realized that you can actually use that in your art, it became very helpful. These streams do be good. Thank you. Any poopers in chat? There shouldn't be. It is a sin. It is. It's like I've always been told to take a joke when they're playful rude to me, but when I do it, even when Mom takes it well, he makes it a problem. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Yeah, I think my dad was pretty similar. He doesn't throw big tantrums, but it's like, it's very much a silence game. And it was just considered normal, and it's made me a very quiet person. Not blaming my parents, but just like, that was just the environment that I was in. We were very now when anyone yells at me, it freaks me the fuck out. Well, it mildly stresses me. I shouldn't exaggerate. But when there's a big confrontation and people are yelling and screaming at each other, that does give me the panics, which is the consequences of living in a quiet home. One of the few consequences of living in a quiet home is that there was not a lot of communication. There was not a lot of understanding or honesty. It became easier to lie because there was less to say. And there was less trust. And so, I don't know. But I think the good parts about being in a quiet home is that it gives me better opportunity to listen to people. And to not get so caught up in my own head. To let my mind get flooded in with the outside world. I think that's super refreshing. And also I come off less intimidating, I think, if I'm not talking so much. I recommend reading Max Stirner's The Ego and His Own, at least until the third chapter of the first part before it starts getting much more political. Helps me become much less dependent on others. Interesting. Know yourself to a degree that no one man's thoughts shall influence your thoughts. Keep that regard to yourself. I forgot who said this quote, but it's worth a look. Interesting. I'm listening to this while building a Minecraft mega base. Fuck yeah. Shaky hand gang. Hip hop beats the vibe with a real swag streamer too. Aww. That doobie is still rolling. Where will it go? Look at him go. He's teetering on the edge of this plateau. This is like in Les Miserables when Russell Crowe is singing on the edge of that cathedral. Flinching when people go to high-five you. Oh. I'm sorry, Lish. That fucking sucks. Yeah. It's something I am thankful for is that all of these knee-jerk reactions that I take for granted, they're usually the first ones that help me uncover something deeper about myself. So I'm grateful for even some of my more depressing flinches. So it's to help start my journey to becoming better, and they'll be the same for you. Uncle TJ Grease, that's sweet. You go have fun now. Also disassociating when people confront you in preparation. Bruh. And also, this is the first time I comment here in your live, and also you're the main character in the SCP series. Yes, I am. Thank you, Kingston Hendrick Honorio. That's a cool name. Hey, Rumble City, welcome back. I truly do believe that the source of all of our problems can be fixed internally, because we only decide what a problem is based on our experience. And even though I guess you could make an argument that everything is deeply connected, so everything being internal is just as equally as much external, because of your experiences and because of what happens to you affects the way that you process things on the inside. But because we live in a universe where we believe in time, and we live in a universe where things change, which is how we measure time, then we kind of have to accept that we can also let go of these things that have become problems. And it can take a lot of time, but time is only longer when you want something more. You know? Time only takes long because it's hard for us to accept where we are right now. If we accept where we are right now, we wouldn't be feeling the strain of time. We would just be going with it. And eventually, when we overcome the problem, it'll feel like no time has passed at all. But because it's a problem, of course, you're going to be wanting to get out of it because we've decided that it's a problem. So the tricky, funny thing is being able to accept it as if it wasn't a problem. And that doesn't mean indulge in it or do terrible things. It means that acknowledge that this shitty thing that's happening to you right now is happening to you right now. And the more you're able to do that, the faster the natural process of it dissipating occurs. Or at least it feels that way because you aren't looking to get rid of that feeling so much. Getting told off for sitting with tongue poking out a little or biting over lip to calm myself, gang. You ever have that childhood where you're just like crying in front of your dad because of something that seems really silly to him, and he responds exactly as you expect, which is, that's very silly, you shouldn't be crying over that, and it just makes you cry even more because now you realize you're alone in that situation. Yeah, so that was my childhood, and I'm really beginning to realize how much it's affected my adulthood. Like, really needing validation from other people, really needing the attention, really needing all of these people telling me that things are going good, or that I'm worth it, or I'm valid, or my feelings are valid, or whatever, you know. And now I'm surrounded by so many people who are supportive, who do give so much love, and who do give so much validation because they understand pain. And it's really easy for me to see that in people now. And of course, sometimes that means I end up making friends with toxic people who haven't processed the pain and the suffering in a healthy way. But I'm glad that I used to be friends with toxic people, because how else was I supposed to find the healthy people, you know? Aside from just sheer coincidence. Never expected Lord Bung to be one of my favorite streamers. These streams are always wonderful to listen to. That was really sweet of you to say, Major Garcia. Thank you. Oh no, Bung, that is relatable. Yeah, I had a feeling. My dog just pissed everywhere on the kitchen floor. I'm sorry to hear that, Rumble City. I told him I was depressed. They told me to get out of their face, yeet. Yeah. This attitude of just not giving a shit about each other. When it's all completely self-projection from people not being able to accept themselves. And I know that's such a cheesy, like, it sounds like something you've heard a million times before, that, like, you know, if you're a bully, it's because shit's happening in your own life. But that's true. How else would you be able to justify the way that you treat other people if you don't truly believe in your own self that there are parts of you that you simply cannot accept, and you must use aggression to push them down, or to punish yourself in some way? Thank you, Martin H. I'm gonna sleep now. My bad, I wasn't awake enough to properly mod this evening. Hope everyone has a good day and night. No worries, Connor. You go get some sleep if you're a tired boy. Repressed memories are now arriving once again. Oh, hell no. Yeah, it do happen like that. And I feel okay talking about it on the stream because I know I'm not dumping it on you. I'm not looking for validation for my pain. I feel comfortable talking about it. Ooh, an arrow. Oh shit! Here we go. Yeah, watch out, Mammoth. I'll fucking get you, dude. Oh, okay. Oh, penguins. Hold up. Yeah. Me completely forgetting that this game was on. Let me be penguin, what the fuck? Penguin, please. There we go. Stick Jenny. Hey! Thank you, Nate Rocco05 for the $2. Appreciate that. You're more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. It's absolutely true. Got my dad now too, and he's super swag, and we both stim and geek out over anime together. That's so cute. That's so sweet. What the fuck? Also, you sound like Scooby-Doo, but more superior and more fancy. Thank you. I think. I'm screenshotting that comment. That's golden. Thank you so much for that. Scooby-Doo, but more superior and fancy. Holy shit. These are the compliments I'm looking for. Oh shit, people are already in the old FOTS chat. Yeah, I'll be joining in about, oh, right now. I should be joining right now, actually. I should be ending stream. Okay. Just got finished with a kalimba practice. Currently working on recording some audio on a VHS tape. Also, reminder, always rewind your tapes before playing them. Oh, there you go. Yeah, VHS is an ancient art. Go back, I want to be penguin. Long, if you had to be a villain, who would you be? And if you had to be a psychic, who would you be? I don't know. It's a tough one. I'm too high to think of that. Currently unboxing a cymbal for my drum kit to this stream. Oh fuck yeah, you're a drummer? Nice. How are you zooted? I took 3 hits of marijuana, I guess. That's a joke stream. That's a joke YouTube. I'm not doing naughty drugs. I remember my dad did us yelling a lecture at me for a solid 10 minutes for not making eye contact with whatever person was talking at any given time. So many signs missed. Holy shit, dude. Yeah. It's rough. It's fucking rough out there. Alright, I'm gonna go end stream. Cause, yeah, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Get out of here. Closing game. Wow, alright. So thank you all for joining. This has been really cool. This has been a nice chill stream, actually. I think it was a little more swag than the last one. Not that I should be comparing the streams. I'm zooted boy. Hey, Thurman Riley. Love to hear it. Peace in it, bruv. Well, yeah. Everybody have a lovely morning, evening, or afternoon, you know? Peace, love, unity, respect. Turn up. Hare Krishna, and have a wonderful time. Live vibrantly right now, and blah blah blah. I love you all. Goodbye.